Hey guys, it's Michelle Patterson with Angel Souls, and I am doing my first tag video, although I'm doing these out of order. I'm doing number 3 first. I don't know why, I just felt like I wanted to do that. And this, I was tagged by, I hope I'm saying this right, Rajneesh Pranapati. I've been like rehearsing that. Maybe I didn't say it with the right inflection. I'm sorry, honey. And I'm not sure if I understood all the questions exactly, but I'm going to do it anyway. We're just going to go with this and see how it goes. So this is tag number 3, Prophetic What If. So I'm going to answer these questions. Okay, we ready? Question number 1. You must throw away all your cards. You only get to have one deck. Which deck do you keep? Initially, I would say if all my decks are getting thrown out, I think it's pretty much a sign that I should stop using the cards and maybe lean more on just my channeling. But if I had to keep one, definitely, you guys know I use the Angel Feather Oracle by Michelle Newton. That's like my go-to because it's very universal. It's clean and eloquent, and it has that whole color aspect too. So it's got all bases covered basically. So question number 2, you are having a date. The person asks for a reading. What do you do? If I'm on a date, I probably already ordered a cocktail and I'd be like, oh, I'm sorry, I already took a sip of a drink, I can't give you a reading. But honestly, I wouldn't want to give that person a reading because I'm too nervous. It would put me on the spot, and I have too much emotionally invested in that person, probably, even if it's like a first date, okay? I mean, but still, like, you're trying to get to know somebody. So that's like not that's not the way you want to give a reading. Plus, if it's somebody who is like, I don't know, a little skeptical or something, like, who wants to sit there on a date and they're like getting to know you, and they're gonna sit there and like deny anything that you say or whatever. It's not like date kind of stuff to do, so I wouldn't do it. Question number 3, do the cards help? I'm always not sure if I heard this correctly, so maybe I'm making up a question to answer. It's quite possible. Do the cards help if you're in a bad mood? I'm not sure if that question was that. Not really. If I'm in a bad mood, I'm committed. Okay, no, I'm just kidding. But if I'm in like if I feel like my channel is kind of like wonky or whatever, in that way the cards can help bring clarification, because sometimes people can be very hard to read. They can be blocked off. They can not be letting me just kind of feel where they are, and sometimes the cards can cut right to the chase, and I see it then. I see what's behind the door. All right, let's see. Question number 4. If you could go back to age 15, would you like to change something? Yeah. Oh, yeah. I would change. If I could go back to being 15, especially if I got to take the knowledge I have now and go back then, I would have stood up to plenty of bullies. I would not have starved myself to lose weight to fit in. And I would have tried to have more self-acceptance, and I would have appreciated what a lovely girl I was, instead of constantly thinking I was ugly and that I needed to change things in order to, be like the 6 foot tall girl who was like super skinny and blonde. I ain't none of those things. You can't stretch your bones out, like I would have, or maybe if I could go back with my knowledge, I could remind myself, like, you're exactly the way you're supposed to be. Don't worry about what everybody else has to say. That's what I would change. All right, question 5. You ask someone to read cards for you. They tell you that you are on the wrong path. What do you think of that person? Let me tell you something. So I have had this happen where I'm trying not to use foul language in this. Let's call it BS. Let's be nice and call it BS. My BS meter is like on, okay? So when somebody wants to give me a reading, or I go to them for a reading, they're sitting there trying to tell me that I'm on the wrong path, what would I think of that person? The thoughts that would be going through my head would be like, I wonder what they're trying to pull here. Like, I wonder why they said that. I don't think, it depends on the person. Like, again, your BS meter is up, so you'll know if that person, like, was just trying to get through the reading so they could collect the money, or if maybe they're picking up on something and just interpreting it differently or something. I might first ask for clarification before I start letting my mind tumble away. But worst case scenario, I walk away from that person going, I'm not going back there again, you know, and letting it be. So that's kind of my answer on that one. All right. Question 6. Your friend, this one's funny. Your friends make a plan without you. They're concerned that you'll know because you're psychic. What is your reaction? How you fools gonna go plan something without me when you know I'm psychic? I would think my friends are stupid, and I would, no, I'm kidding. Well, no, not really. I would be like, that was dumb. That was really dumb. You know I'm gonna know. I'm gonna pick up on it or something. I'm gonna be very intuitive about that. But I think, what would my reaction be? Honest to God, I think I would, I'm not very confrontational like that. I think I would just step back and let them have their space. And honestly, I would be like, I don't want to go there anyway. You know, I might have taken it personally for like a second, but then I would just move on. And next time I'm planning something, I know this is like getting revenge, but like, I'm a person, I'm not going to lie to you. I would remember that they didn't want to spend time with me for some reason, so I would assume they wouldn't want to be included in anything else. So, nah. That's terrible, but it's real. It's a real thing. All right, question 7. There was a thief in your house. This was another question. I'm not sure if I couldn't catch what it was. There was a thief in your house. Everything is in place, but all the, I think he said prophetic stuff is away. I'm not sure what that means. So, I don't know if that's like taking tools of my trade away from me, or taking like something that's like really important away. If there were a thief in my house and everything, let's just get to the point here. If there was a thief in my house and they left everything but my most prized whatever, okay? Like that one little thing that just means so much to me, I would definitely sit there and go, okay, God, you didn't want me to have that? That's weird. Okay. Any reason why? Anything? I would ask for like, what was the reason behind it? Because that would be too weird if they, you know, just took the thing that was the most powerful just to you personally. So there's a lesson in that somewhere, you know, so I would try to seek out whatever that lesson was. And the final question, question 8. Wait, what does this say? Oh, you lend your card. I can't even read my own handwriting. You lend your cards away and your friend returns them all messed up. First of all, I would never lend my cards to anybody. Not in a million years. That's your personal energy flowing through that. But if like I did, I'd be like, you can keep it. I'll replace it, whatever. I'm a pretty good shopper for cards, so I know how to get them replaced and whatever, and I'll just start over with a new deck. But again, I don't typically, especially like the decks that are kind of harder to come by. Like I don't see these, I guess they're divination tools, but I see them more, like I collect them because sometimes they have beautiful, they're beautifully written, or they have beautiful artwork, or you can really feel the author's energy in them. So those I would never let anybody touch them. I'd be like, go get your own. Here's a sale going on at Hay House. Order you some. You know, that's how I would respond to that. So, yeah, I guess that's it. I guess those are all the questions. And I hope I did that right. Now I am supposed to tag other people. So I would like to tag Gregory Scott, Vickie from the Rock and Roll Prophetess, and Ava Trudy. If you guys want to do this tag, it was a lot of fun. And, of course, I'm sure everybody would love to hear what you have to say about it. All right, guys, take care.